Welcome to episode 2 of the DBL, game number 2. We have the Baltimore Blue Crabs versus the Seattle Reign. Here are the starting lineups for the Blue Crabs. They got Emmanuel Mudiay, Romeo Langford, Jeremy Lamb, Semi Ojeleye, and Dwight Howard. And for Seattle, it's Mason Jones, Will Barton, CJ Miles, Eric Paschal, and Marquise Chris. Without further ado, let's get right into the game. Here we are with the jump ball. Who will win it? It will be Baltimore with the jump ball win. Mason Jones passes over to Marquise Chris. Marquise Chris passing it, handing it off to Will Barton. Barton over at the elbow, jumps at the elbow, misses that one, rebound to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard passes over to Emmanuel Mudiay to bring it up court. Mudiay dribbling here, guarded by Mason Jones. He gets space off the screen, pulls the three, but misses that one. Rebound, Eric Paschal. Paschal going to bring the ball up court himself. Passes over to Will Barton. Screen set here. Pick and roll. Barton with the floater. Missed that one. I think that one was actually blocked. And that one was, in fact, blocked by Dwight Howard. Marquise Chris inbounding the ball here. Screen set, the inbound it to Jones. Jones passes over to CJ Miles. CJ Miles over to Will Barton. Barton over to the corner. Eric Paschal three-pointer is good. Seattle is going to be the first team on the board. 3-0 lead. Romeo Langford going to bring the ball up court here for Baltimore. Screen set here. Pick and pop. Semi Ojeleye pulls the three-pointer and misses that one. Rebound for Will Barton. Barton passes it down to Paschal. Paschal pulls the three in transition and hits that one. Nice three-pointer there for Eric Paschal. 6-0 lead for Seattle early. Couple screens set. Pass over to Romeo Langford in the corner for a three, and he hits that one. 6-3 lead for Seattle now. Mason Jones bringing the ball up court for them. Spins. Almost got that stolen from him, it looked like. Hands over to Barton. Barton passes over to... I'm not actually sure who that is. Who passes over to Marquise Chris. Chris with the layup, misses that one. Jeremy Lamb with the rebound. Lamb going to bring the ball up court himself here. Passes over to Mudiay. Mudiay passes down to Dwight Howard in the post. Dwight fakes and gets an offensive 3-second violation. Inbounding the ball now is Seattle. Mason Jones with the ball. Mason Jones trying to drive. They double him. Double off of Eric Paschal, who pulls the three but misses that one. Romeo Langford with the rebound. Langford passes down to Emmanuel Mudiay. Mudiay over to Langford. Langford back out to Mudiay. Screen set here by Dwight Howard. Pick and roll. Pass down to Dwight. Dwight dribbling it. And he passes it out. Almost got another 3-second violation. Corner three is good there for Jeremy Lamb, and this is tied 6-6. Barton bringing the ball down court here for Seattle. Screen set here, and he pulls the three-pointer, but misses that one. Rebound Dwight Howard. Howard passes it to Mudiay. Mudiay passes down to Semi Ojeleye. Ojeleye trying to drive, and he gets fouled on the way up by CJ Miles. He will go to the free throw line. He misses the first free throw. Ojeleye here. Second free throw is up, and he misses both of them. Rebound CJ Miles. Passes it to Will Barton. Barton here, top of the key. Screen set here. 2 screens set for Barton. Barton drives, kicks it over to the opposite corner to Jones. Jones misses the three-pointer. Rebound Semi Ojeleye. Ojeleye bringing the ball down court here. Top of the key, trying to drive. Passes over to Romeo Langford. Langford tries to drive. He had a bit of space there, but didn't take advantage of it, and passes it over to Mudiay. Screen set here. Passes over to Langford, who has an open look from three, but misses that one. Rebound for Eric Paschal. Paschal passes it down to Barton. Screen set here for Will. Will pulls the three-pointer, but misses that one. Rebound for Dwight Howard. Jeremy Lamb gonna try to initiate the offense. Passes it to Moutier. Moutier here, top of the key. Screen set by Ojale. Pass over to Dwight Howard. Howard hands it off to Langford. Langford not really able to get much space. Pulls the three-pointer and misses that one. Rebound Dwight Howard. Passes it to Ojale, and Ojale hits the layup. Nice assist there from Dwight. Less than 5 minutes left, over halfway here through the first quarter, and Seattle Reign call the first timeout. Marquise Chris inbounding the ball here for Seattle. And he will inbound this one to Mason Jones. Passes over to Barton. Barton pulls the three, but misses another one. Rebound Dwight Howard. Barton has been ice cold to start this game as he keeps missing those three-pointers. Moutier with the ball. I believe that's Moutier. Drive. Kicks over to Dwight Howard for the layup, but it gets blocked. Big block there for, I believe that was Marquise Chris who came up with it. Can Seattle take advantage here? Miles slings it to the corner to Jones. Jones pulls the three and hits that one. They lead now 9-8. Romeo Langford going to bring the ball up here for Baltimore. Langford being guarded by Barton. Passes over to Moutier. Screen set here by Ojale. Lamb, open corner three. Misses that one. Rebound Barton. As Barton passes it over to Jones. Jones over to Pascal. Eric Pascal at the top of the key here. Passes it down to Marquise Chris. Chris guarded by Dwight Howard. They double him, and that one gets blocked by Dwight. Dwight Howard looking to make a huge impact here on this new league. Moutier with the ball, trying to drive. Kicks it over to Lamb. Lamb in the corner. Misses that three-pointer. Rebound Marquise Chris. As they pass down to Will Barton in transition, but he will not push the pace, not push the tempo. Pass over to Jones in the corner. Jones passes it to Pascal. Pascal getting a lot of touches. Pass down to Marquise Chris as the shot clock is expiring. Post fade misses. Romeo Langford with the rebound. Langford passes down to Moutier. Moutier dribbles over to the corner. Passes it back out to Langford at the top of the key. He passes it back to Moutier. Dwight Howard coming to set a screen for Emmanuel. Pick and roll. Dwight Howard goes up, does not get fouled, and misses the layup. Rebound Marquise Chris. Will Barton with the ball here for Seattle. Screen set here by Eric Pascal. Nice screen there. Passes it back down to Pascal. Pascal has the mismatch. Goes up under the hoop and misses the layup. Rebound Dwight Howard. Moutier now with the ball. Passes it to Langford. Langford passes down to Semi Ojale, who goes up, misses the layup, but gets fouled by CJ Miles. He will go to the free throw line for the second time this game. Ojale missed his first two free throw attempts earlier. This one is up, and he hits this one to tie it 9-9. As both teams making substitutions now. It will be Williams, Frank Jackson. Oh, I wasn't able to read the whole lineup. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it is Goran Dragic, Rodney Magruder, Aaron Wiggins, Sekou Doumbouya, and I wasn't able to see who the center was. See Taj Gibson in the center for Baltimore. And Ojale hits both free throws this time. Baltimore is now up 10-9. Goran Dragic going to bring the ball down court for Seattle. And I believe that's LaMarcus Aldridge in the center for Seattle. Passes it to Wiggins. Wiggins passes over to Magruder. Magruder with the ball here. Passes over to Goran. Goran pulls the three-pointer but misses that one. And that one will be out. Seattle will get possession here. And Semi Ojale comes out. Vid Krejci coming in. Nathan Knight's in at the 4. Sekou inbounds it to Dragic. And that is a reach-in foul on Vid Krejci. Inbounding the ball here to Goran Dragic. Goran pulls the jump shot, and hits the nice deep mid-range to give the Seattle the lead back. It is now 11-10. Brandon Williams with the ball, passes to Frank Jackson, who passes it right back. Frank Jackson, nice screen set, floater is good. Baltimore now leads 12-11 after that floater from Brandon Williams. Goran Dragic with the ball here. Dragic passes down to LaMarcus Aldridge in the post versus Taj Gibson. LaMarcus goes up and hits the layup, and Seattle takes the lead back. Both teams just trading baskets here towards the end of the first quarter. Little over 1 minute remains. Screen set here. Nothing going on for Brandon Williams. Tries to drive, but nothing going versus Dragic. Passes over to Frank Jackson. Screen set by Nathan Knight. Pulls the mid-range jump shot, but misses. Sekou gets the rebound. And it'll be Rodney McGruder here trying to initiate the offense for Seattle. Passes over to Dragic. Dragic passes to Sekou. Sekou passes over to Aaron Wiggins. Back to Sekou. Back to McGruder, who pulls the three-pointer, but misses that one. Rebound for Vit. Kreshke will bring the ball down himself here. Vit Kreshke is known as a bit of a point forward. See if he can initiate. Passes over to Frank Jackson, who hits the three-pointer. 15-13. Baltimore takes the lead back. Nearing the 30 seconds left here. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass down to Sekou. Sekou passes out to LaMarcus. LaMarcus Aldridge pulls from the corner but misses. Nathan Knight with the rebound. Knight passes over to Brandon Williams to bring the ball up court. Brandon Williams drives, kicks out to Vit Kreshke. Kreshke dribbles out, passes over to Nathan Knight, who slings it back over to Frank Jackson. Taj Gibson with the screen. Frank Jackson with the fading three, misses. Aaron Wiggins with the rebound. And he will chuck it up from three-quarters court and miss that one. That is the end of the first quarter. Baltimore leading this one 15-13. Nathan Knight will inbound the ball here to Jeremy Lamb to start the second quarter. Baltimore with possession. Off-ball screen set here. Now an on-ball screen for, I believe that was Nathan Knight who set that one. No, it was Udoka Azubuike, who grabs the offensive rebound and gets the layup. Skylar Mays, Aaron Wiggins, Ignis Brazdeikis, Sekou Doumbouya, and LaMarcus Aldridge are on the court for Seattle. And for Baltimore, it's Brandon Williams, Frank Jackson, Jeremy Lamb, Nathan Knight, and Udoka Azubuike. And that one will be fouled by Nathan Knight. Sekou at the line here. First free throw is up, and that one is good. Brings it back to a one-possession game. Second free throw is up, and he misses that one. Jeremy Lamb with the rebound. Lamb passes it down to Frank Jackson. Jackson trying to drive in the post, and he gets blocked by LaMarcus Aldridge. And LaMarcus passing it to Skylar Mays. Are they going to push the tempo here? Sekou was trying to push the tempo, but they're just deciding to slow the pace back down. Pass down to LaMarcus Aldridge, who has the mismatch in the post. Goes for the post fade and hits that one. 1 point game now. Seattle down 16-17. Brandon Williams with the ball here, guarded by Skylar Mays. Screen set here, passes it to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight goes for the layup, misses, but gets fouled by LaMarcus Aldridge on the way up. He will head to the free throw line. First free throw is up, and he hits that one. Some substitutions happening here. Baltimore changing up their backcourt. Michael Carter-Williams and Romeo Langford in. And for Seattle, they are taking out Sekou and putting Eric Paschal back in. Nathan Knight's second free throw is up, and that one misses. LaMarcus Aldridge with the rebound. Aldridge passes to Skylar Mays, who passes down to Brazdeikis. Brazdeikis trying to drive versus Langford, passes out to Paschal, who passes out to Mays. LaMarcus Aldridge sets the screen for Skylar Mays. Driving, and he gets blocked there by Udoka Azubuike. At least I believe that was Azubuike. That might be Nathan Knight. And it was Nathan Knight. Knight passes down to Azubuike here. Azubuike mismatch in the post and just outmuscles him and gets the layup. 20-16. Seattle with the ball here. LaMarcus Aldridge sets the screen and passes down to LaMarcus. LaMarcus has Romeo Langford in the post, and he hits the layup. That one is good. Michael Carter-Williams going to be here, just bringing the ball down court for Baltimore. Carter-Williams being guarded by, I believe that's Skylar Mays. Udoka Azubuike on the perimeter, hands it off to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight guarded by Eric Paschal. Shot clock is winding down here. Nathan Knight just has to pull the three, and he misses that one. Rebound, Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins passes down to Skylar Mays. Mays being guarded by Michael Carter-Williams, passes over to Aaron Wiggins, hands it back to Mays. And they were doubling off Paschal, but Mays didn't see it, and the man started to close back out on him. Drive, kick out to LaMarcus Aldridge, mid-range jump shot misses. Romeo Langford with the rebound. Langford bringing the ball up court here. He's being guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Bit of a mismatch. Michael Carter-Williams with the ball here now. Pass down to Azubuike in the post. Finding the mismatch. Azubuike misses the layup though. LaMarcus Aldridge with the rebound. Aaron Wiggins with the ball here. Passes to Skylar Mays, who pulls the three, and he hits that one. Seattle takes the lead back 21-20. MCW with the ball here. Guarded by Skylar Mays. Hands it off to Jeremy Lamb. Screen set here by Nathan Knight. Lamb pulls the mid-range jump shot. Misses. Nathan Knight with the offensive rebound and puts that one back. Baltimore takes the lead back again. 22-21. Very back and forth action here in this game. Skylar Mays with the ball now. Mays trying to drive versus MCW. Passes over to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins with the ball. Passes back to Mays. Aldridge setting the screen. He pulls the jump shot and misses that one. Udoka Azubuike with the rebound. MCW here with the ball being guarded by Skylar Mays. Passes down to Azubuike. Azubuike gives it to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight wide open top of the key, but misses the three. Rebound LaMarcus Aldridge. Paschal passes it out to Aaron Wiggins. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Ignas Brazdeikis open corner three, but misses that one. Rebound Udoka Azubuike. We are over halfway through the second quarter here. Under 5 minutes remain. 22-21 score. Baltimore leading Seattle. Passes over to Udoka Azubuike. Azubuike passes over to Lamb. Screen set by Azubuike. Lamb pulls the three-pointer, but he misses that one. Rebound Eric Paschal. Jeremy Lamb shooting 1 for 6, 1 for 5 from 3. Just not a good shooting night for him. Eric Paschal with the ball. Passes over to LaMarcus Aldridge in the post. Aldridge trying to outmuscle Azubuike, but Azubuike staying strong, and LaMarcus misses the layup. Azubuike with the rebound. Baltimore still trusting Jeremy Lamb with the ball as he's dribbling it here at the top of the key. Passes over to MCW. Passes back to Lamb. MCW with the screen. Lamb drive. Misses another jump shot. LaMarcus Aldridge with the rebound. And that pass gets tipped, but Brazdeikis maintains it. Passes over to Skylar Mays. Mays passing it down to Aldridge. Aldridge being guarded by, I believe that's Nathan Knight. Deep post fade. Misses that one. Azubuike with the rebound. Azubuike passes it to Lamb. Lamb still trying to push the tempo. Still trying to set the offense. Screen set here. Lamb passes to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight hits the layup. 3-point lead for Baltimore now. Brazdeikis inbounds this one to Aaron Wiggins. And timeout for Seattle. This is their second time out of the game. Baltimore still has yet to call their first. Both teams bringing in new lineups. Mohamed Gay inbounding the ball, being guarded by Taj Gibson. And that one gets intercepted, but Dwight Howard steps out of bounds. Mohamed Gay gonna inbound the ball again. Inbounds this one to Marquise Chris. Both teams running two bigs with Mohamed Gay and Marquise Chris on one side, and Taj Gibson and Dwight Howard on the other side as Rodney Magruder hits that nice corner three-pointer. Tie game 24-24. Vid Krejci bringing the ball down here. Being guarded by Goran Dragic. Passes over to Dwight Howard. Vid had some room there on the cut, but Dwight does not find him, but he does find Ojale on the triple handoff, and Ojale hits the three-pointer. Goran Dragic bringing the ball down for Seattle now. Being guarded by Vid Krejci. Couple bigger guards. Passes down to Marquise Chris. They double. They find Magruder. Magruder finds Dragic. Dragic over to Muhammad Gay. Over to CJ Miles. Miles back to Muhammad. Over to Dragic. Dragic pulls the three-pointer, but misses that one. Emmanuel Mudiay with the rebound. Mudiay trying to drive here. Steps it back out. Passes down to Dwight Howard in the post. Dwight doing some post moves. Passes out to Emmanuel Mudiay. Mudiay has to pull the jump shot as the shot clock expires, and Dwight Howard with the offensive rebound passes out to Vit Krejci to reset the offense. Pass down to Dwight Howard. Howard gets blocked there by Muhammad Gay. CJ Miles grabbing the ball after the block. Now passing it to Goran Dragic. Dragic over to Muhammad Gay. Off-ball screens here for both sides. CJ Miles with the ball. Miles bounces it to Marquise Chris, and Marquise Chris hits the layup. Seattle still down by 1 point with 1:45 left here in the half. Vit Krejci with the ball here. Time for him to try to set the offense. An alley-oop pass up to Dwight Howard. Nice pass. And that will give Baltimore a 3-point lead. Dragic passing it over to Muhammad Gay. Gay being guarded by Taj Gibson. Passes over to CJ Miles. Gay comes over to set the screen. Taj drop coverage. Muhammad Gay with the nice dunk there on the pick and roll. Nearing just 1 minute remaining in the half as Emmanuel Mudiay will bring the ball down court. He'll hand over to Vit Krejci. Krejci guarded by Goran Dragic. Pass back to Mudiay. Mudiay drives and misses the layup. Gay tips it up, and CJ Miles comes down with the rebound. Less than 1 minute remaining here in the first half. CJ Miles slings it over to Dragic in the corner. Dragic misses the three-pointer, though. Rebound Dwight Howard. Krejci with the ball, bringing it down court. Krejci passes over to Emmanuel Mudiay. Dwight Howard coming to set the screen for Mudiay. Pick and roll, passes over to Dwight. Dwight will miss the layup, but grabs his own miss, and he gets blocked by Muhammad Gay on the second chance opportunity. Muhammad Gay, the young man, really impressing here into this first game. Marquise Chris passes over to CJ Miles now. Just a few seconds separate the game clock from the shot clock here in the first half. Passes out to Muhammad Gay. Gay will just pull the three as the shot clock expires. Semi Ojeleye with the rebound. And Ojeleye will chuck it up from three-quarters court and miss it. Baltimore leads 29-28 heading into halftime. Coming into the second half, Baltimore with the ball. And it'll be Emmanuel Mudiay starting the offense up. He hands it off to Romeo Langford. Mason Jones, Will Barton, CJ Miles, Eric Paschal, and Marquise Chris on the floor for Seattle. Mudiay passes it over to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard with the reverse layup is good. Baltimore extends their lead to 3. Dwight Howard only shooting 2 for 7, just abysmal efficiency, especially since I think most, if not all, of his shots have come from the paint. Pass down to Will Barton, who's open at the elbow, hits a close jump shot there. Mudiay, Langford, Lamb, Ojeleye, and Dwight Howard are on the court for Baltimore. Jamie Lamb bringing the ball up court, setting up the offense. And he gets room for 3, but misses that one. Will Barton with the rebound. Will Barton being guarded by Jeremy Lamb here. Marquise Chris comes up, sets the screen. Will Barton bounces it to Chris, who passes it to Miles, over to Paschal. Paschal hits the three-pointer. And that gives the Seattle the 2-point lead. Emmanuel Mudiay bringing the ball up court now for Baltimore. Screen set here by Dwight Howard, and that one gets stolen by Marquise Chris. Marquise Chris, good job playing the passing lanes, able to get the steal. Mason Jones with the ball now for Seattle. They sling it over to Will Barton, who passes down to Marquise Chris in the post, being guarded by Jeremy Lamb. He gets by Lamb, misses the layup, but does get fouled on the way up. He will head to the free throw line now. First free throw is up, and that one is good. Marquise Chris, second free throw is up, and he misses the second one. Semi Ojeleye comes down with the rebound. CJ Miles almost came down with the offensive rebound. Moutier with the ball now. Moutier passing it over to Semi Ojeleye, who passes to Langford. Ojeleye sets the screen for Romeo. Romeo drives, being double covered there. Not the best basketball IQ from Langford. Mason Jones comes down with the rebound. Mason Jones passing over there. Pascal now. Pascal at the top of the key. Off-ball screen set here. CJ Miles passes it down to Mason Jones. Mason Jones hits the layup. 5-point lead for Seattle now. Seattle leading by 5. The biggest lead of the game has only been 6 points. Dwight Howard with the ball here at the top of the key. Hands it off to Romeo Langford. Langford throws the alley-oop attempt, but that one is no good. Marquise Chris comes down with it. Mason Jones with the ball now for Seattle. Passes over to Eric Pascal. As they're trying to get Will Barton open, but nothing happening. Just pulls the deep three and misses that one. Moutier comes out with the rebound. Will Barton shooting 1 for 7 in this game. Neither team shooting well at all. Jeremy Lamb with the three-point attempt. He makes that one. Jeremy Lamb is another one who's been shooting the ball not well at all this game, but he hits that three-pointer to make it a 2-point game. Will Barton bring the ball down court now. Screen set here by Marquise Chris. Will Barton hands it over to Chris, who passes out to Eric Pascal. Pascal just has to pull up the three. There was nothing happening on offense there. Moutier comes down with the rebound after the miss. Moutier passes it over to Dwight Howard at the top of the key. Hands it back to Moutier. Moutier hands it to Langford. Langford gets some room from 3, but misses that one. Eric Pascal comes down with the rebound. Pascal passes it over to Will Barton. Barton trying to drive here. They double Will Barton. Barton goes up and gets fouled by Jeremy Lamb on the way up. Will Barton here at the free throw line. First one is up, and that one is good. Some substitutions happening here for Baltimore. As Baltimore's new lineup is Brandon Williams, Frank Jackson, Romeo Langford, Alize Johnson. Seattle's new lineup is Skylar Mays, Will Barton, Aaron Wiggins, Sekou Doumbouya, and LaMarcus Aldridge. I didn't get to see who was at center for Baltimore. Barton's second free throw is up, and both of them are good. Alize Johnson inbounding the ball to Brandon Williams. Williams hands it off to Frank Jackson. Off-ball screens for Brandon Williams, who has room from 3 off the screens, and he hits that one. It is now just a 1-point game again. Baltimore 37, Seattle 38. Skylar Mays is going to bring the ball down court now for Seattle. Mays passes over to Sekou. And Sekou passes down to LaMarcus Aldridge in the post. LaMarcus goes up and hits that layup. And it is Nathan Knight who's in the center for Baltimore, as Knight inbounds the ball. Screen set here. Drive, passes over to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight, nice dunk there. Brings the lead back to just 1 point. Barton with the ball now for Seattle. Barton gets room to pull the 3, and he hits that one. 43-39, Seattle lead now. Brandon Williams with the ball here for Baltimore. Screen set. No space being created. Tries to drive. Still trying to drive. Not able to create much room there, and he gets fouled on the way up by Skylar Mays. Skylar Mays played really good defense there up until that foul. First free throw is up, And that one is good. Will Barton coming out of the game now. Goran Dragic coming in. Brandon Williams' second free throw is up. And that one is also good. 41-43 now. Goran Dragic bringing the ball up court now for Seattle. Dragic passes over to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins to Sekou. Sekou goes to drive. They leave LaMarcus Aldridge space for mid-range to double him, but LaMarcus misses that jump shot. Rebound Frank Jackson. Jackson with the ball now. Jackson trying to drive versus Skylar Mays. Passes out to Brandon Williams. Williams being guarded by Dragic. Screen set here. He pulls the three, but misses that one. LaMarcus Aldridge comes down with the rebound. LaMarcus passing it to Mays. Mays over to Goran Dragic. Dragic passes out to Mays, who has plenty of room from three, but he misses that one. Langford with the rebound. Langford passes over to Frank Jackson. Frank Jackson passes to Brandon Williams. Williams tries to drive, but doesn't go anywhere. Trying to drive, steps back out, and pulls the threes. He gets a little bit of space, but misses that one. Rebound Aaron Wiggins. Less than 3 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Drive, and a nice layup there is good from... I'm not entirely sure who that was. I think that was Skylar Mays. Baltimore with the ball now. Screen set here. Pulls the three-pointer, but that one misses. Rebound Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins passes it down to Skylar Mays. Mays passes down to LaMarcus Aldridge, who layup is good. 6-point lead for Seattle. 6 points has been the biggest lead of the game so far. Brandon Williams with the ball as we just crossed the 2 minutes remaining mark here in the third quarter. Screen set, pick and roll, passes over to Nathan Knight, but LaMarcus Aldridge comes up with the steal. Skylar Mays with the ball now, passes down to Aaron Wiggins, who has a wide open dunk in transition, 49-41. 8-point lead now, 5 turnovers for Baltimore compared to just 1 for Seattle. Seattle with an 8-point lead now, biggest lead of the game. And misses that jump shot. Alize Johnson does not come up with the offensive rebound. LaMarcus Aldridge comes down with it after they battle for it. Dragic passes over to Sekou. Sekou slings it to the corner. Skylar Mays misses that one. Brandon Williams with the rebound. Brandon Williams being guarded by Goran Dragic now. And he passes this one over to Alize Johnson. Johnson back to Williams. Screen set by Alize. Nice two-man game here. Williams pulls the three-pointer but misses that one. Sekou comes down with the rebound. Only 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Dragic passes over to Wiggins. Wiggins over to Sekou. Sekou trying to drive versus Alize. He misses the layup but does get fouled. He will head to the free throw line. Sekou's first free throw is up, and that one is good. Both teams making substitutions again. Baltimore's new lineup will be Brandon Williams, Michael Carter-Williams, Frank Jackson, Taj Gibson, and Udoka Azubuike. While Seattle's new lineup is Goran Dragic, Rodney Magruder, Ignas Brazdeikis, Sekou Doumbouya, and Muhammad Gay. Sekou's second free throw is up, and he hits both of them. 10-point lead for Seattle now. Taj Gibson inbounds it to Brandon Williams. Williams being guarded by Dragic, passes over to MCW. MCW passes it to Frank Jackson, who has room for three, but misses that one. Azubuike comes down with the offensive rebound, though. He slings it back out to MCW. MCW over to Frank Jackson. Jackson passes it to Williams, who has another open look from three, but misses this one. Rodney Magruder comes down with the rebound. Magruder passes it to Dragic, 20 seconds remaining now in the third quarter. This will likely be the second to last possession. Passes down to Sekou. Sekou dunks over Taj Gibson. 12-point lead now for Seattle, 53-41. Baltimore with the ball now. 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And there's a screen set. Brandon Williams pulls the deep three, but misses that one. 12-point game. 53 Seattle, 41 Baltimore heading into the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the assist of the game. That's just that pass over to LaMarcus on the pick and roll. Now remember, the fourth quarter is not timed. Passes over to Ignas Brazdeikis. Brazdeikis, three-pointer, misses that. Azubuike grabs the rebound. Mason Jones, Rodney Magruder, Ignas Brazdeikis, Eric Pascal, and Mohamed Gay on the floor for Seattle. Lamb with the ball. Lamb goes up with the layup, but misses that one. Mohamed Gay with the rebound. Mason Jones here with the ball. Jones passes over to Pascal. Pascal passes down to Mohamed Gay. Gay in the high post. Off-ball screen set here for Magruder. Magruder, three-point attempt is up, but misses that one. Jeremy Lamb with the rebound. Lamb bringing the ball up court. Passes over to MCW. Screen set by Taj Gibson. Slings it over to Jeremy Lamb. Wide open three-point attempt, but he misses that one. Mason Jones comes down with the rebound. Jeremy Lamb just continues having an awful shooting night. Layup is up and good there for Seattle. MCW with the ball here. Passes over to Azubuike. Passes over to Jeremy Lamb. Pass back to Mark Carter-Williams, who pulls the three-pointer. It goes in and out. No good. Eric Pascal with the rebound. Pascal passes over to Magruder. Magruder has room for three, and he hits that one. 58-41 Seattle lead now. Pick and roll here. Michael Carter-Williams, Taj Gibson. No space created for either of them. Carter-Williams, close jump shot is no good. Rodney Magruder with the rebound. Gets poked free. Pascal recovers it though. No points in the last 5.5 minutes for Baltimore. Baltimore having a long cold spell. Layup is no good there. Semi Ojeleye comes down with the rebound. Ojeleye with the ball here. Passes over to Jeremy Lamb. Screen set by Taj Gibson. Pass over to Udoka Azubuike. Azubuike hands it off to Michael Carter-Williams. Williams down to Azubuike. Azubuike wide open dunk. Baltimore finally ends their scoring drought, but they are down by 15 points. Pass over to Eric Pascal. Pascal passes over to Mohamed Gay. Gay guarded by Azubuike. Pass down to Ignas Brazdeikis. Brazdeikis being guarded. Gets past his man. Layup is no good though. Semi Ojeleye recovered and was able to contest the shot and grab the rebound. Pass over to Michael Carter-Williams in the corner now. Michael Carter-Williams trying to drive. Brings it back out to the perimeter. Passes over to Lamb. Passes back to MCW. Screens set here. Carter-Williams has room from three, but he misses that one. Mohamed Gay with the rebound. Ignas Brazdeikis bringing the ball down court now for Seattle. Brazdeikis passes over to Magruder, who has room from three. Misses this one. Azubuike with the rebound. Azubuike passes it to Lamb to bring it down court. Lamb passes it to MCW. Carter-Williams passes down to Taj Gibson in the post. He has the mismatch. Post fade is good from Taj Gibson. 45-58 now. Mason Jones with the ball here for Seattle. Mason Jones passes it to Eric Pascal. Screen set here. No space being made though. Passes to Mohamed Gay. Gay passes down to Brazdeikis, who hits the contested layup. Good job from Ignas Brazdeikis. 60-45 now. Jeremy Lamb with the ball for Baltimore. Screen set here. Passes over to Azubuike on the pick and roll, and Azubuike hits the layup. Azubuike, 8 points now in the game. Mason Jones bringing the ball down court for Seattle. Passes it over to Eric Pascal, who passes it to Mohamed Gay. Gay guarded by Azubuike. Passes over to Magruder, who has plenty of room from three, and he hits that one. Rodney Magruder has been killing it from three, it seems like, this game. 63-47 now. Seattle has scored 10 points here in the fourth quarter. They hand it off to Jeremy Lamb. Lamb tries to drive, passes to Ojeleye, who passes over to Michael Carter-Williams in the corner. Carter-Williams baseline drive, layup is up, but misses. Eric Pascal with the rebound. Pascal throws the alley-oop attempt, but that one is no good. Semi Ojeleye comes down with it. Ojeleye passes over to Lamb. Lamb goes to drive. Layup is no good. Mohamed Gay with the rebound. And Gay passes it down to Mason Jones. Jones trying to drive, nothing going here, just set the offense. Pascal with the screen, and that one gets stolen by Michael Carter-Williams. Carter-Williams with the ball now. Passes over to Taj Gibson, who passes over to Ojale. Back to Michael Carter-Williams. Screen set here. Carter-Williams goes up with the layup, and that one is good. 49-63 now. Rodney McGruder bringing the ball up court for Seattle. And he pulls a deep three with a ton of time left on the shot clock. That was a heat check shot, and that was proven that he is not him. Carter-Williams with the ball now for Baltimore. Screen set here. Drops his man with the screen, but nothing comes of it. Another screen here. Pulls from three-pointer, and that one is no good. Ignas Brazdeikis comes down with the rebound. Carter-Williams shooting 1 for 6. Mason Jones with the ball now for Seattle. Mason Jones passes over to Magruder, who passes it to Muhammad Gay. Gay passes to Magruder. Magruder drives, goes for the layup, but misses that one. Semi Ojale with the rebound. And Rodney Magruder gets the steal and lays that one up, and that one is good. I believe that is now 13 points for him. I believe that graphic popped up before he hit the layup. Michael Carter-Williams with the ball now. He hands it off to Jeremy Lamb. Lamb passes it to Ojale. Ojale back to Lamb. Lamb trying to drive versus Magruder. Passes back to Ojale. Ojale being guarded by Brazdeikis. And Jeremy Lamb with the jump shot is no good, but Azubuike grabs the offensive rebound, and he misses that one. Muhammad Gay grabs the rebound this time. Seattle with the ball now. Magruder dribbling it. Magruder pulls the three-pointer, but that one is no good. Ojale with the rebound. Magruder taking some questionable shots now after starting off with some really good three-pointers. Carter-Williams with the ball. Screen set by Taj Gibson. Passes over to Taj. Taj with the post hook. No good. Mason Jones with the rebound. Mason Jones with the ball here for Seattle. Passes over to Eric Pascal. Hands it back to Mason Jones. Jones passes it to Magruder. Magruder open three-pointer. Misses that one. Taj Gibson comes down with the rebound. Michael Carter-Williams with the ball now for Baltimore. Passes over to Taj Gibson. Taj passes it to Azubuike, who has Brazdeikis in the post. And Azubuike hits that layup. That one is good. Udoka Azubuike, I believe double-digit points in the game now. Jones passes it to Eric Pascal. Pascal back to Jones, who passes it to Brazdeikis. Brazdeikis over to Pascal, back to Jones, back to Brazdeikis, back to Pascal. Over to Magruder, who almost gets blocked on that jump shot, misses it. Jeremy Lamb comes down with the rebound. Lamb passes it to Michael Carter-Williams. Carter-Williams trying to drive, steps back. Screen set here by Lamb. And screen set here by Azubuike also. Lamb, three-point attempt is up, but he misses that one. Brazdeikis comes down with the rebound. Brazdeikis passes it to Mason Jones. Mason Jones going to drive, passes it to Muhammad Gay, who's wide open from mid-range, and he hits that one 67-51 now. That is only Muhammad Gay's second field goal made of the game in only 3 attempts. Carter-Williams hands it off to Jeremy Lamb. Screen set here. Lamb kicks that one out to Ojale, who kicks it out to Michael Carter-Williams, tries to drive, and Michael Carter-Williams hits that layup 67-53 now. Baltimore has finally hit the score that Seattle had going into the fourth quarter. Pascal with the ball here for Seattle. Pascal passes it down to Mason Jones. Jones misses that layup. Michael Carter-Williams with the rebound. The players are starting to look exhausted. It has been a long while since the last dead ball. Jeremy Lamb with the ball for Baltimore. Passes over to Michael Carter-Williams, who shoots the three-pointer but misses that one. Rebound for Rodney Magruder. Magruder with the ball. Passes over to Eric Pascal. Pascal being guarded by Taj Gibson. Passes it back to Magruder, who passes it to Brazdeikis. Back to Pascal. Back to Magruder. Back to Brazdeikis. Corner three. Misses. Taj Gibson with the rebound. Michael Carter-Williams with the ball now. Ignas Brazdeikis shooting 1 for 5. Azubuike hands it to Michael Carter-Williams. who hands it to Jeremy Lamb, who takes a deep three. That one is no good. Rebound Mason Jones. Mason Jones with the ball here. Passing it over to Eric Poshkal. Poshkal over to Rodney Magruder. Magruder dribbles it back out to half court pretty much. Passes it to Jones, who gives it right back to Rodney. Rodney takes the deep two-pointer, but misses that one. Taj Gibson with the rebound. And no, that one gets poked free, and Semi Ojeleye ends up recovering it. Ojeleye passing over to Michael Carter-Williams. Carter-Williams back to Ojeleye. Ojeleye passes over to Lamb. Lamb has plenty of room from three, and he hits that one. 56-67 score now. Poshkal with the ball here for Seattle. Seattle has been on a scoring drought. Who passes it over to Mohamed Gay. Gay passes out to Magruder. Wide open three-pointer for Magruder, and that one is good. 70-56 now. Michael Carter-Williams bringing the ball up for Baltimore. Baltimore down by 14, but remember the fourth quarter is not tied. Or not timed, rather. Layup attempt there is no good from Ojeleye. Mohamed Gay with the rebound. Jeremy Lamb with the ball here. Lamb passes it over to Magruder. Magruder passes it to Pascal on the pick and roll, but there's Taj Gibson right there. Magruder back to Jones. Jones just has to take that three-pointer as the shot clock expires. No good. Taj Gibson with the rebound. Jeremy Lamb with the ball. Now, you have to wonder if either team's going to call a timeout. Their players are looking gassed out there. Lamb with the ball. Calls for some screens. Two screens set for him. Passes over to Lamb. Lamb misses that three. Mason Jones with the rebound. Mason Jones grabbing a lot of rebounds for a guard. As Lamb shooting 3 for 16 with 9 points. Lamb has definitely been not afraid to shoot, but he might take a bit into the season before his shooting form starts to click. As Brosdakis misses a close jump shot and Udoka Azubuike grabs the rebound. Carter-Williams down to Semi Ojeleye. Ojeleye loses his man. Corner three, misses. Mason Jones grabs the rebound. Mason Jones with the ball now. Jones passes to Mohamed Gay. Mohamed Gay has Michael Carter-Williams guarding him. He's in the high post. Not trying to back him down, though. Hands it over to Magruder. Magruder gets blocked by Jeremy Lamb. I don't know what that shot attempt was. Lamb was right there for the easy block. Didn't even have to jump for it. Azubuike with the ball now. Hands it to Michael Carter-Williams for three. Michael Carter-Williams hits that three-pointer. 59-70 score now. As Mason Jones, tries to pass it down, but that one is a turnover. Semi Ojeleye with the ball for Baltimore. Passes over to MCW. MCW with the three-point attempt is no good. Mohamed Gay with the rebound. Passing it down to Mason Jones. Mason Jones trying to get by Michael Carter-Williams. Hands it to Brosdakis. Brosdakis passes it down to Magruder. Magruder, open layup is good. 72-59. Rodney Magruder, 16 points. Udoka Azubuike, 10 points, leading their respective teams. Jeremy Lamb with the ball here. Lamb passes it over to Michael Carter-Williams. Screen set here. And that one is a reach-in foul for Mason Jones. Finally a dead ball. Both teams making substitutions now. Baltimore's new lineup will be Emmanuel Mudiay, Frank Jackson, Romeo Langford, Nathan Knight, and Dwight Howard. While Seattle's new lineup will be Goran Dragic, Will Barton, CJ Miles, Marquise Chris, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Entirely new 5 men out there after a long period between dead balls. As Baltimore inbounds it to Nathan Knight. Knight over to Mudiay. Screen set here by Dwight Howard. Pick and roll. Wide open in the corner. Romeo Langford. Three-point attempt is no good. Dwight Howard grabs the offensive rebound and gets fouled by Will Barton on the way up. Dwight Howard not having much success actually hitting field goals, but hopefully that will come as the season goes on. He hits his first free throw. Second free throw is also good. 61-72 score now. Will Barton bringing the ball up court here for Seattle. Screen set here by Marquise Chris. Will Barton gets a charging foul. That is his second foul of the game. Turns the ball over. The Reign, after only having one turnover in the first half, that is their fourth turnover here in the second half. Blue Crabs ball here. Frank Jackson with it. Passes over to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard passes back out to Frank Jackson. Passes it to Moutier. Moutier, Dwight Howard, pick and roll. Dwight Howard being guarded by Goran Dragic. Gets by Dragic and hits the easy layup. Less than a 10-point game now. 63-72. Dragic with the ball here. Kicks out to Will Barton. Wide open. Corner three is good. 75-63. Remember, the target score is 83. Seattle came into the fourth quarter with 53 points, and its first team to the leaders score plus 30 wins the game. As that alley-oop attempt is intercepted by LaMarcus Aldridge, and he passes it to Dragic. Dragic with the ball now. Screen set by LaMarcus Aldridge. Hands it off to Will Barton. Barton being guarded by Frank Jackson. Screen set here by Marquise Chris. And he goes for the layup, but misses that one. Romeo Langford with the rebound. Frank Jackson with the ball. And that one gets poked loose, and LaMarcus Aldridge comes up with it. Dragic trying to drive versus Langford. The paint absolutely clogged here, but that does not deter him from going for the contested layup and missing. Langford with the ball here for the Blue Crabs. As Langford will pass it down to Dwight Howard, who has Goran Dragic in the post. Dwight Howard hits that layup. 65-75 score now. CJ Miles passing it into Will Barton. Barton passes it to Marquise Chris. And that is a reach-in foul for Frank Jackson. Marquise Chris inbounding the ball here for the Reign. Inbounds it to Dragic, who passes it right back to Marquise Chris. Chris passes it to CJ Miles, pass out to Goran Dragic. Chris sets the screen, passes it to Will Barton in the corner. Barton pulls it, but misses. Marquise Chris with the offensive rebound. Goes to pass it to Will Barton, but Frank Jackson intercepts the pass. That is now 6 turnovers in the game for the Reign and 9 for the Blue Crabs. Post fade is up, and that one misses. LaMarcus Aldridge with the rebound. Will Barton passing it out to Goran Dragic. Dragic trying to set the offense here for the Reign. LaMarcus Aldridge sets the screen. Pick and roll. LaMarcus Aldridge dunks over Dwight Howard. 77-65 now. Seattle edging their way closer to the target score of 83. Frank Jackson with the ball, passing it back to Moutier. Couple screens set here, pick and roll. Passes it to Nathan Knight. Nathan Knight misses the layup, but Moutier comes down with the offensive rebound and gets blocked. LaMarcus Aldridge gets the ball back. Will Barton passing it out to Dragic. Dragic passes it over to Marquise Chris, back to Dragic. LaMarcus sets the screen now for Dragic. Dragic over to Marquise Chris. Marquise Chris hits the three-pointer, 80-65 now. Seattle just a three-pointer away from hitting the target score and walking away with the win. Dwight Howard goes for the layup, but that one is good. 67-80 now. Baltimore, it's a long shot, but Baltimore can still come back. They're down by 13. They need to go on a hell of a run. Pick and roll here. Will Barton goes up. Misses the layup. Rebound Dwight Howard. Howard passes it to Moutier. Moutier being guarded by Dragic. Moutier passes it over to Frank Jackson. Screen set by Dwight Howard. Tries to drive. Nothing going on. Will Barton, good defense. Alley-oop is up, and Dwight Howard slams that one down. 14 points in the game now for Dwight Howard. Seattle bringing the ball down court. Seattle still up by 11, still only 3 points away from the target score. Dragic with the ball. LaMarcus Aldridge sets the screen. Dragic drives and gets blocked by Dwight Howard. But the Reign will maintain possession. Some substitutions now here for the Blue Crabs and the Reign. Blue Crabs' new lineup is Brandon Williams with the 1, Alize Jackson at the 4. While the substitutions for Seattle, is just taking Will Barton out and putting Aaron Wiggins in at the 2. Inbounds it to Goran Dragic. Dragic being guarded by Brandon Williams. Takes the mid-range jump shot and misses. Frank Jackson comes down with the rebound. Frank Jackson, guarded by Goran Dragic. Passes over to Williams, who passes over to Elise Johnson. Johnson down to Dwight Howard in the post. Dwight gets blocked by Marquise Chris. Aaron Wiggins with the ball now for Seattle. Goes for the close layup, and that one is good. Seattle now just 1 point away from the target score, leading 82-69. Frank Jackson has plenty of room from 3, but misses it, but Dwight Howard, offensive rebound. And that one gets blocked. I'm not sure who exactly blocked that one. There were 4 men in the paint there with Dwight. And that 3-pointer misses. LaMarcus Aldridge with the rebound. Seattle could end the game right here. Dragic with the ball. Dragic passes over to CJ Miles, who passes down to LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge, layup is good. Game is over. Seattle Reign win 84-69 over the Baltimore Blue Crabs. And the player of the game is the guy who hit the game-winning shot, LaMarcus Aldridge. Let's take a look at the team comparisons. Seattle shot 39% from the field, 31% from 3, and 75% from the line, with 6 turnovers, while Baltimore shot 31% from the field, 20% from 3, making 4 less threes, 70% from the line, and having 9 turnovers. Baltimore did have 14 offensive rebounds compared to Seattle's 5, but 52 bench points for Seattle compared to 36 for Baltimore. Look at the box score. Rodney McGruder led Seattle in scoring with 16 points. LaMarcus had a double-double, 14 and 10 in 18 minutes. Will Barton scored 10, 3, 2, 1, and 1, filling up the box score, but awful efficiency. Eric Paschal, 3 for 6, 3 for 5 from 3, 9 points, 6 rebounds. He had a really good game. Mason Jones, 7 points, 7 rebounds as a guard is insane. Marquise Chris had 2 steals, 2 blocks. Skylar Mays, 5 points, 4 assists in 10 minutes. Mohamed Gay, 4, 6, 3 assists and 2 blocks in 18 minutes. Really impressive for the 20-year-old. Dragic had 5 assists, and CJ Miles was the only person to not score on the Reign, but he did have 5 assists. Now switching over to the Baltimore Blue Crabs, Dwight Howard only shot 6 for 13, awful efficiency, but had 14 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. And also with a double-double, Udoka Azubuike, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Jeremy Lamb shot 3 for 16, 3 for 11 from 3, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Semi Ojeleye, 7, 8, and 2. Brandon Williams shot 2 for 10, Michael Carter-Williams shot 3 for 10, both awful shooting nights. Romeo Langford grabbed 6 rebounds, which is not bad considering he's only 6'5", but shot 1 for 6. Frank Jackson shot 1 for 6. And Emmanuel Mudiay, Elise Johnson, and Vid Krejci all did not score. Elise, Vid, and CJ Miles for the Reign all did not even attempt a field goal, while Emmanuel Mudiay shot 0 for 5. That'll do it for this game. Thanks for watching. Tune in for next time for episode 3 of the DBL.